Winter frost the ground holding its breath, cold iron waiting for the dance of death. Look up where the morning shouldn't be, 3 burning eyes staring back at me. Not one, not two, but a trinity of light, turning the grey into the height of my might.
Hello and welcome to another episode of Are Ghosts Real with me, Kareen. So today actually comes from a very special location. It is the Guildhall in Leicester, when I went to Leicester, and this is quite a short little video. I didn't get the place to myself. It was quite busy, so I kind of had to work around. And there was like an event going on, so I kind of had to work around everybody, which wasn't so bad. But also as well, I was trying my phone to record and do this. So I wanted to see what it was like to do it with my new phone. So it's not actually with my normal camera either. So I hope it's come out okay. We'll find out, won't we? But anyway, enough of me prattling on. I hope that you enjoy it. Don't forget to like and subscribe for me. And if you do, please also leave a comment. If you don't know what to put, just put a little ghost emoji. But it kind of helps out the algorithm. Also as well, I will give a little bit of the history to this one. Again, if you don't like the history, you can just skip that. It'll be very brief. But yeah, if you don't want to listen to it, feel free to skip it. All right, so let's get into the video, and I hope you enjoy. So, a really brief bit of history then of the Guildhall in Leicester. So it was built around the 1300s, 1390 to be exact, and is one of actually the best preserved timber framed halls in the entirety of England. And to be fair, it is amazing when I walked in there. Unfortunately, the hall was being used, so I couldn't actually get into the proper hall itself. I could walk through it, as they allowed me to walk through it, but there was an event going on, so that was a bit annoying, but it's okay, we can always go back. But it was basically originally a meeting place for the wealthy guild of the Corpus Christi, and it served as the town hall from 1563 until 1876. Later then it became a police station and then a school, and then it was saved from demolition and opened as a museum back in 1926. But it was built for the elite guild, basically, of the Corpus Christi, and what their job was to do was to manage trade and civic matters in medieval Leicester. And so they worked actually very closely with Richard. He had a good rapport with them, and it became basically a civic center, if you like. And then it would host town halls, toast town meetings even, courts and feasts. There was actually a court in there. There was obviously a prison, which I go to the jail cells, and that's very, very cool. It's also believed, perhaps, rumoured even, to have hosted theatre performances in the late 16th century, which would have potentially meant even that William Shakespeare may have come to this place. Potentially. That's obviously not a given, but it's also not a given that his plays or any play actually was done within the building itself, but it's just a bit of a rumour. Also as well, in the Civil War, it was used as a library and housed the city's public library, which was established in 1632. And then, of course, as I said, it then in the 1800s became a police station. So they also had a court in there. There was a courthouse where people were judged and put on trial. And then also as well, people back in the medieval times was also judged in the Greyfriars as well. So there was a connection there. And then, it was saved, as I said, in 1926 by the Leicestershire Archaeological and Historical Society, and they are the ones that restored it and made it into what it is today. So that's a little bit of the history there for you. I hope that you enjoyed. So let's now get into this sort of investigation. As I said, it was fairly busy. I tried my best, and also there was an event going on, which didn't help. But yeah, I hope you enjoy anyway. So this is the parlour in the Guildhall in Leicester. Look at that. 18th century. I was taking. Like that. Everyone who ever sat on this chair is now dead. Play it safe from being standing. Look at this. That is amazing. Whoa. There's the courtyard. This was set up by King Edward. The office of recorder. And he visited this at least 4 times a year. Did not know that. Look at this bedroom. That is amazing. Look at that. Whoa. I have to say I wouldn't mind staying in here. I'd be very happy in there. See outside. That's the Guildhall down there. And this is a library. Wow. Would you look at this? Look at all these beautiful old chairs. Wow. So this is a 17th century collection of chairs. Wow. Oh my gosh, look at this old Bible. Wow. Wow. And look at this old chest. Wow. Oh my gosh, this is amazing. I need to see, maybe I can ask about whether or not, and then there's the cathedral there. I need to ask whether or not I can come and maybe perhaps do an investigation here, or at least just hire it out or something. I don't know. So until the 1500s, books were written out by hand, mostly in Latin. But then later on, they were... Oh gosh, they've got Margaret. Oh dear. They've also got Richard. There we go. Ooh. Just lost my thing there. But we'll have to see. Wow. This is just amazing. Yeah, I'm gonna have to see maybe if I can... Can you go out this way? You can. What I might just do is, I've brought my spirit box with me. So very quickly, I might just do a spirit box session in here. I can't put everything down. Also as well, there are people coming, so I can't. Right, so I've turned Ghost Tube on. Ghost Tube is on and it's listening and it says it's here. I've got it on low volume, mainly because there are people around. But you can see that it says it's here, which is quite interesting. Problem is, I've got too much stuff, so I don't know how I'm going to carry everything, so I'm really sorry if I'm moving you around everywhere. I've also got my rosary beads with me. Maybe do perhaps a spirit box session. It's just listening at the moment. So if there is any spirits absolutely no harm. I mean you no disrespect. It's an amazing collection of books here. I mean, I love reading, and some of these books are so old. Some of these books actually are from around the 14th century, which is mind-blowing to me. Look at them. It says innocent. That's actually really interesting because there was court cases here. I'm not really sure if there's court cases within this specific bit here or whether they were taken downstairs. It says Eugene. And then there's a beautiful bedroom. Can someone tell me whose bedroom that is? Can you tell me whose bedroom that is, please? I might just try a spirit box session. Whose bedroom is that? Over there. Please, can you let me know? Did Richard III come here? Was your trial here? Just said buried. Ghost Troopers just said buried. See? Oops. See? I mean, obviously, Richard did not go on trial here, but people did after the Battle of Bosworth. Can you tell me who was? Some more beautiful things here. Beautiful books. I'm gonna make my way to this. Can you feel me? I'm gonna make my way down Hectorus. What? Hector. Oh, my camera's gone really blurry. There we go. Hectorei Pinti Opera. Oh. Roman Historium Fragmenta. It says on that book there. Theology. It's a theological book there. Oh, the history of Spain. I mean, these are so beautiful. I was like, oh, they're just so amazing. There's the history of the Turks up at the top there. So this collection was bought for £1,500, but now is worth so much more. It's just incredible. So Leicester was ruled by a feudal lord. Its people gave share to their produce and earnings to him in exchange for his protection. The first Lord Hugh de Gransnell, put in place by William the Conqueror in 1068. The honour of Leicester was inherited in his son Ivo. So, veteran of Battle of Hastings, de Beaumont took over the rule of Leicester and was created the first Earl of Leicester by the King. Okay, so then the title of Earl of Leicester was passed down through generations until the death of John of Gaunt. John of Gaunt's son was Henry Bolingbroke, who became king after disposing his cousin, which we know at Pontefract. Basically was starved to death, possibly. Because I've been to Pontefract and I saw the room where he was. I'm just gonna, let's continue on to the cell. Oh, sorry, oh, thank you. So this is Cranky Jemmy's cell, and he was a pickpocketer, and his real name was Peter McAvoy. If you look in there, he's literally just sitting in there. So that was his little cell. And there's another cell here, another prisoner. So this was Emma Smith, age 17, and she was taken in by local clergymen and absconded with some jewellery, and her crime was sentenced to 6 months hard labour. So she is in here. There she is. She looks a bit startled. So Justice was here. It says bribed. Justice was here, but also as well, they did also in the castle back in the day. Got all these keys. What? So they actually do have some keys. It's this knife. There's a truncheon there, police rattle, leg irons. Bridle. So, gibbets were used to publicly display the bodies of the dead or criminals, basically to stop them from committing crimes and to basically, oh dear, to basically serve as a warning for people. So this was a replica of a gibbet that was used to display the body of James Cook, a bookbinder who worked on Wellington Street. He was hanged for the murder even, of a Londoner called John Pass. Pass had called on Cook to collect a payment of 12 shillings. Cook then battered him to death, cut up his body and tried to burn the evidence. Whoa. Just says sin. It's just coming up with sin. There it is there. So that's what they would use to hang up the bodies. Oh. And these are actually the people that were imprisoned here. So you've got Peter McAvoy, Cranky Jemmy, the pickpocketer. He's at the top. You've then got Emma Smith, age 17, that took the wife's jewellery. Then you've got John Howard. He was also a thief, and he was sentenced to 3 months hard labour. Then you've got Henry Pennyfather from Birmingham. He was a pickpocket, and he was sentenced to 3 months in prison. Then these people, these two here, are unknown, but their crimes are also unknown, but they were forced to have their photos taken, but they didn't want their photos taken. That's a bit... Wow, look at that beautiful old fireplace. That chest. Wow. This is so beautiful. It's just saying there's two. Wow. Were you here in the cells? I don't think there's anything much there. Beautiful old door as well. Okay, well, I'll leave it there then, I think. So I hope that you enjoyed this one. It's a little bit different. As I said, filmed it on my phone, so so sorry for the clinking of the keys. I didn't realize that would come up so loudly on my phone. So note to self, next time put the keys somewhere that won't make a noise. And also as well, I decided to edit this one on my phone as well, so it's not how I normally edit things as well. So again, I hope that that is okay, and it's not, I couldn't work out how to make the picture bigger. I did try, and then I just sort of gave up, so apologies on that one as well. But if you still did enjoy it, please don't forget to like and subscribe for me, and leave me a comment. I always look forward to your comments, and thank you so much for watching All Ghosts Real with me, Kareen, and I'll see you again
upon
next
a hard
time.
one
Take care for
northern
now.
throne, but loyalty me lie, the fire in the veins. I'll charge through the Midlands reigns. A loyal heart, a solemn grace, my north